Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Dave Greathouse with Remax Above and Beyond and the Greathouse team here in Cleveland. And listen, the last couple of years, it hasn't been that difficult if you were selling your home. You basically take one of these, you throw it in the front yard, you name your price, and that thing was going to sell. Well, now the market is shifting, and that means your pricing strategy needs to shift as well. Tell you what, let's take a look at our newest listing and let's discuss strategy. All right, it's Freaky Friday again here in Cleveland, and as always, I'm joined by my colleague, teammate, co-team lead of the Greathouse team, and new recent 4 golf handicap, I hear.
Well, 4 over yesterday. The
Okay.
lessons are paying off.
All right.
We'll get you out next week. Maybe we can see how your progression's going.
Yeah, I'm like a 40 handicap.
Had a great night on the course last night.
Good job, good job. But today we're talking listings and we're talking strategy, and we're actually at one of our newest listings that you can find out more about here on the channel coming up. And Josh, we felt like this was the time to talk to some people out there regarding pricing strategy.
Yeah, it's interesting because you could put a sign in the yard. To your point earlier, and it would just go. I think that time has kind of bypassed us a little bit. Now, look, the reality is this: the seller's market still is, just maybe not as hot and heavy as it was 6 months ago. But if your home is in immaculate condition, you've got all the finishings, you've got the beautiful countertops, the stone, the hardwood, there's no blemishes in here, you can still garner a high price.
Yeah.
You can look at your price per square foot and at the higher end of that and say, we can still start there, and you should probably be able to get that at the home show as well. But if you're missing some of those things, people can start looking and nitpicking, and it's really not in the condition that you can compare some of your, high-end flips or truly well-maintained, beautifully renovated homes, you might not be getting that top echelon price in this current market today.
Yeah, and we talked about this earlier in terms of how the interest rates, higher interest rates means less buyers. So there is going to be more competition now for buyers. So your strategy needs to be super important. And the first 2 weeks of your listing is crucial.
Absolutely.
You are the new shiny house on the block for everybody that's been in the market looking for a house. And that first initial impression, you want them to know, hey, this house isn't overpriced, right? I'm walking into it, it's priced where it should be, and you're going to get more showings by having it priced accurately, and actually have the opportunity for it to go above your asking price. If you start it too high, now you're talking price decreases. It starts to get a stigma around that property. We see that a bunch.
Yeah, absolutely. And to piggyback off of that, like that in that 2-week period, it's so crucial that you and your agent are on the same page. And, it's probably time for us to start earning our money a little bit.
Yeah.
I think when you communicate, taking advantage of that first 2 weeks and every person that walks through that door to garner feedback, get an opinion, really press and negotiate, and try to get it done in that time frame at a price that makes sense is so critical. So make sure you hire an agent that's going to be accessible, that is going to work on your behalf, grit it out with these buyers, and negotiate the way you should when the market's a little level and it's not just put the pictures up and let it ride.
Yeah, you got to be, like we were talking about earlier, you need to be more strategic around the price point, because that's the first thing buyers are going to look at on all the websites that they look at, if they have the MLS, whatever. They have so much data.
Yeah.
They know exactly what their neighbor's house sold for. They have all of that going into it. So they're going to come into this with that information. You want to make sure it's good. And listen, if you are looking for 2 competent realtors, we happen to know a couple. We're right here. Our descriptions will be, or our information will be in the description box below. And as always, they can reach out to us directly when they're ready to buy or sell.
They're Greathouse.